So many of us live here, have roots here. When I come into Marcus Hook, you're coming over one of the bridges. You have these nice views as you kind of come down to the river. It feels like home every time I'm here.
It's a great town. I have a lot of pride in Marcus Hook. I grew up here. I've been in contact with Energy Transfer since before it became Energy Transfer.
Energy Transfer has a long history in Marcus Hook. So this year is the 10-year anniversary for the first ethane shipments from the Marcellus Shale and the Mariner East system to the Marcus Hook terminal and abroad. It's the first time in the history of the United States that we've been able to take ethane and export it to other countries. That's very significant because it's not just the first shipment in terms of ethane from Marcus Hook, but it's the first export shipment of ethane in the history of the United States.
It was a huge turning point for this facility and this community and the state of Pennsylvania in a lot of ways. You know, when we were able to start transporting NGLs from the Marcellus down here to Marcus Hook, and then, you know, built the infrastructure here that allowed us to start exporting cargoes of ethane as well as propane and butane. Those products are the building blocks for many products that we've come to rely on in a modern world.
The tank that is behind me right now is going to be an ethane storage tank. Right now we are mid-build of the outer shell of the tank. We're expecting that the total manpower headcount on the project will peak around 300 or 400 people.
This tank right now is big enough that you can see it from outside the facility when you're driving a public road. So, you know, I can take my family by here and be like, you know, that's what Daddy's working on every day.
Started out with a team of about 50 people, and here we are today, over 225 people working here, not including the construction that you see today.
The electricians alone had 500 people employed when we were building that Mariner East infrastructure, just at the facility. This isn't the pipeline. Just at the facility, 500 local people doing that job and working over 1 million man-hours. We worked with Chichester School District, Marcus Hook Borough, and Delaware County, Lower Chichester Township, and that number grew $4.8 million, which is $7.1 million in terms of taxes that go to the school district, that pay for teachers, pay for books, pay for transportation, that go to the borough to help pay for the things that are needed in the borough, public works, police department, response.
Having more people in here building new infrastructure for energy transfer not only provides an ability for people to work and bring home money for their families during the construction, it builds more jobs outside the facility.
Over the last 12 years, the transformation of this facility has been incredible. It started out as a refinery that was shut down in 2011, and it's turned into what it is today, which is the NGL hub for the Northeast. Billions in projects to build what you see out here today.
And so my hope is that Energy Transfer positions itself like a keystone, right, to those needs, that supply and demand, so that we can continue to grow here in Marcus Hook. Whoever's sitting here talking 10 years from now, we can just be talking about, wow, can you believe what's happened in the last 20 years?